Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Ninja King, and today is the final part of what if deku with Izuru Kamakura. As I told you, the final part is gonna come out. Anyways, explanation. So I don't feel like I can continue the series. I've done everything I want to do. I finished it. So I'm basically rushing to the parts of the remaining parts I did have and combining them into one small medium script. Anyways, I don't think I should waste any more time talking, and let's not waste any more time and get on with my channel's intro. Midori gets back up as he shakes his head. And timeline of events straight literally from what happened. As Midori gets up, he starts shaking his head, wondering what is going to happen next. As then he then gets a face flick as he gets sent flying a few feet. As Midori is trying to shake his head out of his area, shall I put it, a bit overwhelmed to say the least. He gets back up, shakes his head before then getting kicked away. As he looks at this white-haired version of himself. Or is he even a version of himself? He looks much more sleeker, more somewhat looking like a perfected version. He calls himself Project One, as Midori got it. So, as Midori gets back up, ready to punch this guy, as he then blocks it, Midori goes back, as then he uses his force quirk activation to activate all of his quirks. But he just activates his own version. This one being white with blue lines, instead of Midori's black with red lines. As the boat would then clash, breaking them away, as the boat would then Midori would then start using air bullets, as the guy so does it, as they seem to be evenly massed. Alright, take this! Fire! As then a phoenix fire would come out. This would be Midori's ultimate move. Alright, take this and then as well. As then outside from his ground, this time fire coming from below him would form a blue phoenix, as the boat would collapse and fire would erupt from both of them, combining them down before there was no more fire. Fire eating fire is kind of a thing in the real world, so this is less of a bullshit hero story logic and more of an actual thing that can actually happen. I'm still not sure. I'm pretty sure blue fire would win if it was absolutely like that. As the Midori goes ready to punch the guy again, as it would then just block Midori's fist before punching him in the guy. Midori slams his head next to the guy as well. As the boat would then start kicking each other, with the fist kind of colliding on him as well. The boat would be going all around the stadium as the people over the fake civilians would try and run, but debris is almost falling on them. But as one of them died, Sunday would then cut it away. As meanwhile, we go back to, basically Ryoko. Ryoko would basically be trying to fight up Executioner, who doesn't care anymore. He's attacking everyone, but he doesn't. As Nagisa would be trying to use his other weapons to calm him down, his lethal weapons. As he even pulls out his guns and sends them out rubber bullets / sleep darts. He starts shooting at them, but he keeps on cutting them. I don't think you can defeat me that easily. Masaru would then say, moving away, pulling out his sight, trying to land it to the ground. As Nagisa would jump out of the way, a pillar of fire would then erupt, swimming into the area. As he would then just jump away, feeling like something else is happening at this point. He doesn't know how everything got into this situation, and he still doesn't want to know. It feels like all of this is his fault, but it isn't. Meanwhile, Ryoko would basically be starting to use her blast, trying to take down all of them and help them at the same belt. Monica is not attacking. She's just dead, wondering what she can do. She went full-on chromatonic. She's still not moving at all. She basically still thinks they killed her, and then she feels like she would have if it didn't survive. It just came out of the black hole like nothing happened, but with wear and tear, so it was still damaged there. Her mind was trying to process everything, trying to not, explode from the overload. Yet, she was just lost it. She couldn't think of anything else at that moment, and she really didn't want to think of anything at that moment. She just wanted to write out a yell, a primal fear, and a yell of pure hatred. That is what she wanted. That is what she would after all. She doesn't know what to do in this situation anymore, other than just to yell. And yell she could. So she did it. A earth-piercing yell could be heard, as everyone at this point covered his ear. As he maybe didn't say, covering with just one of his hands, since the other hand was already broken beyond measure, so he couldn't cover the other one. As everyone else could hear, this. As he stops, she realizes that her throat is now sore. As realizing this, immediately Nagisa wouldn't go. Why did you do that? My ears. Good thing I don't have super hearing either. As he wouldn't pick her up. As then immediately Masaru would go trying to strike them dirt down. as then a light spear would then block the attack, as it would basically be Ryoko. Please stop this. There's better ways than this. You don't need to kill anyone. Shut up. I looked up to you and yet you betrayed us. You are the one that have this reason. Meanwhile, we go back to Shigaraki. He'll be dodging the attacks of Hajime, All Might Hajime actually. What are we gonna do? They've already lost one arm. Yeah, I don't care. Hajime would then say, looking at his broken arm. Take this! Pulling from the broken arm, he would lose it. This is the first time Hajime actually broke his arm. This time around, actually, thanks to the help of, Natsumi's father, and basically the fact that he was training with Gran Torino a lot earlier than Midoriya, he got a much more handle of his squad. I have more than that. Conveying the ground with his other hand, using Black Whip, so immediately throwing them at her. As the ground beneath him cracks, Shigaraki would even touch one of the Black Whips, as his decay would start to go and split. As seeing this, he would then dodge out of the way. Hajime would basically dodge out of the way, trying to protect himself, as he would immediately go trying to punch Shigaraki, using another one of his fists, trying to attack. As he manages to hit Shigaraki in the face, we can go back to the other students, Hirako, Todoroki, and everyone else is helping everyone else. Oi, everyone, come now! Bakugo would then say. We're even Saiko and Telly and our brothers even helping. Saiko and Telly go into the boardroom, immediately punching him some cold and confused. Better give me that. Here, take it. Saiko and Telly pulls it out. Well, that's the best brand of tea I got. Never tasted out, but go. As he then drinks it, immediately her mind flares. As he then immediately knows what the code is. Standing into it, she presses a button. Ding! Because immediately everyone that was in the battlefield, minus the villains that were wearing an earpiece, immediately got it. All heroes, come to this area. Right now. The provisional license exam is being attacked by villains. We need all your help right now. At this signal was sent to every single hero in Japan. Immediately, they start to rush at the area. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. This is most to do with the situation area. The public safety even heard of this situation. The Hawks immediately leaps out, with the other top 10 also following to ready to this area. If this was the same thing needed for the top 10, it was. Saiko would say, I have to try something else. She touches her brain, but I brought a hole in it. The brother will immediately move his arm. But from the ground, bunch of night-nervous creatures would come out. Do I assist? I got this. You took the breather. Thanks, brother. And she would basically look at the situation, hoping that things were safe. He needed the League of Villains to have us in this situation. Meanwhile, we go back to Midoriya, basically be punching and kicking number one, as Midoriya gets fist in the face, and so does he. They both would twist each other before going away. As it grabs Midoriya's face, he's slamming into the ground. As the ground beneath him cracks, I will plant myself a dumbass tree. If hope people got a reference. As the Midoriya gets covered, as then he informs a sound in the air pocket. As he gets out, before he then slams it to Midoriya's gut. Boom! As that explosion could be heard, as everybody turns their head, as walking out of it would be number one. Your heroes has been defeated. As immediately, Earl of Flash stops, looking at this person, wondering what just happened. Izuru Kamakura is no more. He's gone. As immediately everyone shouts, with Shigaraki having a smile. This would be a loud tremor, using some voice manipulation, working his vocal cord to announce this, as every villain hears this. They all knew who was the primordial target here, Izuru Kamakura. And after all, even though they didn't know it, they've seen the sports festival, they've seen how strong he is. And letting him become a hero, yeah, that's not gonna happen at all. As all villains cheer up. But everyone else signed out. Ryoko just would be dropped down to the ground. Masaru couldn't believe what he just heard. Monica would still trying to process, and Nagisa just stopped his shooting. And he looks up, wondering what just happened. Meanwhile, with Midoriya, blood would be coming out, and he would be buried in the rubble. God, that hurts. Midoriya would say, there seems to be in some sort of black void almost, an area of unknown. As he looks around, wondering where he is, as he sees someone else there. Another version of him? To be more precise, he doesn't have the same facial structure, but he doesn't seem to have the red eyes and white hair. It's a little bit smaller as well. As Midoriya just looks at him, who are you? You could say many things and many things at the same time. And in a way, it's both different from you, and I'm you at the same time. It's complicated to explain. But what are you? My name's Izuku Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya. But what are you? I'm you. What do you mean? Haven't you once wanted your all your memories back? You always wondered? Izuru would stay quiet, knowing that he's right. Yeah, I did. But I didn't never get them. What do you want? Simple. From those memories. But doctors. I don't remember everything. Here, let me show you. As he then moves his hands, I saw this Izuru, both of them thoughts as the brain tube would happen. As Izuru saw it. He saw his life. He saw his mother, Rinko Midoriya. He saw his father, Hasashi Midoriya. He saw how he was diagnosed as quirkless. He saw how he looked up into All Might. All Might always wanted to save people with a smile. And he saw everything. This time, everything was going up to canon, except for one day. Bakugo told him. And then he saw Bakugo. The notebook would be toward his face. This is before the canon, and this is during the first year. If you want your quirk, why don't you try and dabble the rooftop and hope to get one in your next life? This left an impact on Midoriya. This was the word, Daddy. I chased Midoriya on a rooftop as he's complicating it. He looks at it as he was ready to jump, moving his feet away as he let it go before someone would catch him. Really? Are you just gonna kill yourself like that? Pulling him back to the side, he didn't see a pink girl wearing what seems to be a not so modest uniform. This seems to be Junko Ishida. Are you really just gonna kill yourself like that? Quite depressing if you ask me. I mean, it's gonna bring some despair to your family. Junko. What? Why did I... Izuru didn't keep himself down. What? Midoriya would then say before she walks away. If you want to do it, just do it. I'm not gonna be the one to stop you. So even this random stranger doesn't believe in me. Midoriya would then say, getting up, as the boat planned to fade away. As he goes home, he didn't do it in the end. It was thanks to her. She stopped him, but she also told him to do it if he wants to. Midoriya doesn't know. Words were swelling in his mind as he looks through his phone before he finds something. What is this? As he goes through the area, wearing a mask and everything to hide his identity, the hood as well. Midoriya is not dumb, he's smart. These things are underground dealings and he wonders why he even came here. He wonders if this is even the most smartest decision he could have thought about. Damn it, Midoriya, why are you like this? As he immediately goes in there, he finds someone. As he sees the same doctor. Let's see. You are perfect for this situation. Welcome in, boy. So, what are we gonna... So, fake work, huh? Yes. So, do I need to come here once a day or... Sure. This originally started as once a day, training Midoriya's body, injecting him and doing some experiments on him as well. This is what Midoriya signed up to. But eventually, 1 month later, he stopped going back home. He stayed there longer and longer. And his hair became a lot more messier. Thanks to everything he did, his hair was slowly turning black. It was already somewhat darker shade of green, but now it was more darker than normal. Midoriya looked at his hair turning black, and it was even getting longer. His long green hair, messy hair, was becoming more combed. Experiments after experiments, he was in a lab gown now, waiting for everything else. Heck, they even injected him with quirks, which he still didn't understand how it worked. But the first one he got was a sword creation. He fought with the other test subjects, and one by one, they started to disappear. Either they left the program or were killed off. Heck, Midoriya did as well. Yes, at this point, Midoriya was numb to everything. It was like he lost all emotions of himself, and everything in general. He lost his life, he lost everything. He heard reports of him being missing, and even the doctor said that if he wanted to go back, he could. He would just deem himself another failure of his project. That is what motivated him to stay. Him and 4 others. Eventually, it just became him and 2, as it was just him and 1. Both. One had a simple telekinesis quirk. Midoriya was something different. And then it started to happen. This is where Midoriya's lapsed memories start to go. It was originally he was seeing day-to-day lives and everything else. But now everything was changing. There was more doctors, light, flashlight, and mirrors. Midoriya even punched from the mirrors. His hair was much more longer. And one of his green eyes were turning red. His arm was bleeding but quickly healing. Screams and deaths could be heard over and over again. As this time, it was something else. as a crack could be heard, as it was All Might carrying him. At this point, everyone was discussing what to do with him. They even asked who he was. They just gave him the name he could remember at that point, Izuru Kamakura. Or taken to UA, where he was left with the third. He left with a few of the third years and just stayed there for a bit. He even saw them becoming great heroes in the news and everything else. At that point, Midoriya was at his age of 15. To think he went through this at the age of 13 was still something else. He couldn't believe he made himself go through this. After everything was done, Izuru looked at Midoriya. So, what did you do now? You faked away your life and a powerful quirk, and all of it just happened. I don't even know anything about it anymore. Izuru would then say, in all honesty, I don't care anymore. I don't care what happens anymore. I don't give a crap about what happens anymore. So, what now? Do you not want to say to your friends? To say that one special person in your life? Midoriya would then look at Midoriya as well. As Izuru would then speak, I want to save her. I want to save everyone now. So, why don't we? You have never been able to use your full potential of your quirk, have you? They didn't say, no, I haven't. But what does that mean for you? Well, I can't do that for you. What? Let's do it together. All of our memories back, everything back together. Their both hands within collide as a torrent of energy within move out. At a moment, back to the present point. This was only a few seconds. As then, green lightning erupt. Breaking out of the rubble would be Izuru as he steps forward, lightning tracking around his body. His once now dark hair becomes more of a dark green, as now his eyes would be one blood. One would be one red and one green. They would be two different colors, signifying the fusion of the effect. As he would then look at his suit, tearing it up, but a part of it looking up to the air, almost looking like All Might's hair parts. As immediately he then rushes at it, as one tries to blast him, immediately dodging out of the way, using his own version of Black Whip before summoning it down. Then using air bullets and fire quirk mixed together. Izuru had all the complexity without the creativity. Meanwhile, Midoriya had all the creativity without the complexity. Combine them together, and you get much more powerful. As he didn't get slammed to the ground, as Izuru would then use a gravity manipulation quirk to make himself heavier and lands down like a bullet, but using a string enhancement quirk to make himself more stronger. Down to the ground again. This time, the spears around him would become more fiery and rocky as they slammed to the ground. As he gets on fire, as everybody would be shocked, even Shigaraki. This moment of hesitation would let have him hitting with a pipe. Don't ask me how he got that pipe, even I don't know. I just wrote down the script for that reason. As Shigaraki then lands down, as everybody would basically see him now kicking the ass of this one. How? How is this possible? I said, thank you, actually. What do you mean? Thank you. Simple. But after hitting me that hard, I would have never gotten my memories back. You remember everything, do you? Help! Midoriya would not care one bit. As then, with all of his power, he would then punch a hole straight to his heart. And then he pulls that bomb. Let's see how long he can survive without a heart. As it starts to regenerate before Midoriya cuts off his head using his sword sword. As everyone was shocked. And meanwhile, back to the higher normal situation, All Might and Endeavor would be fighting them. Plus, awesome! Both of them would shout, using the highest power of the quirk, blasting the normal completely away, erasing them. But then, immediately the door breaks, and a bunch of other heroes come. As the villains try to run, they were immediately captured down. One by one, all of them were down. Shigaraki was captured, but all the soldiers of hope. Come on, we need to run! Masura would then say, no, you guys go. Nagisa would then say, look at Monica holding her. I'm staying. Find her. Shoot yourself. As the other three members and grab each other before running her away. There's gonna be some problems. Ryoka would then say, I guess there are. But we'll deal with them when the future comes to be. As everyone was done, but he eventually gets his license. As the Midoriya encounters Bakugo. Oh, what is it that you want, Midoriya? Remember about the kid you told me? Izuru? Yeah, what about him? Putting his hand for all the memories get transferred to. My god. Yeah, I'm him. I'm so sorry, I just wanted... Okay, it was the past. Hey, if you didn't tell me that, maybe I wouldn't No, that still doesn't explain anything. It was because of me that it became that. Nostalgia memories became still. Maybe sometimes one bad thing can lead to another good thing. But go with and say, I'm not never gonna forgive myself for this, right? I know. As if we didn't go to Ryoko. Hey Ryoko, can we talk for a bit? Sure. As Midori explains to the situation. I guess we both have secrets to hide. Well, it's your secret. Well, you can check my memories for that. After checking, he would say, well, would you look at that? I guess we all made for each other, as the both within life. As time passes, and even graduation would day with them come. But even things happening. But then, we moved to Midoriya. As usually, we returned to Rico. Sorry for leaving you a long time ago, Mom. His voice returned back to that of Midoriya. As Rico wouldn't hug him. No, I'm just not your back. Yeah, me too. Me as well. Meanwhile, with C and Deba. Are you two done? Yeah, I'm done. You're gonna be late for your graduation, kid. Let's go. As the boat wouldn't drive away. Thanks for allowing me to see my mom. That's the least I can do for her, kid. Now, next time, don't go pulling some shit like this. I won't. I definitely won't. As they drive away, marching to the graduation, we'd get to see Ryoko. Her eyes becoming more of a red and pink, but her hair becoming a 50-50 just like Todoroki. But everything else being a lot more interesting for her now. She has a little bit of a personality mix between her and Jinku's personality, but them both still being somewhat different yet somewhat the same. As she wouldn't wave at Midoriya, as Neji wouldn't go giving his speech about heroism, as he then goes away closing the file, as everyone takes a picture. And yeah, that's the final part for the series. So, how did you guys like this series and what's your thoughts on the ending? I want to know all about that. I plan on ending it here and it is it. Obviously, I let the Children of Hope live because that's going to be some future plot points with them if I ever do decide to continue the story. Maybe an epilogue, but this was already more of an epilogue. So yeah. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me in the comment section what other what-ifs you want to see in my channel. After all, since this what-if is finished, we have a few other slots left to be finished. But now, I'm pretty sure none of my other what-ifs are close to being finished. I'm pretty sure some of them are, or maybe not. Anyways, hope you guys like this part, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and see you all next time. Peace out.